Daylight, bro. Like I'm feeling this way till I'm sleeping, bro. Go to Dykeman for what? Let's find that nigga you talking about, Joel.
Yo, what they do? We pulling us straight into it, bro. And I ain't gonna flex. I would pull a top session.
Fuck it, I'm about to go on a date.
Basically.
Let me call Flacco, see
We're
what
not
happens.
gonna pull a top session. We gonna pull the new one. The past the top session. The after.
Please leave your message for 9.
Alright, so I gotta roll up. So 1, 2, 3.
We got the arms on shit. Slow. Who got a slow car? Who got a slow car? You must not know, bro. I will link up with that M340. Oh, that's the same car. What am I talking about?
I trust. Why?
Yo, Chad, don't lie, bro. That was a fire segment. Both of them is funny, bro. And they both good energy and good vibes. My barber and my hairstylist. I said hairstylist. Yo, they can hear you. They can hear you. What you doing?
Fat ass.
What you doing?
You fucking fat ass.
What are you doing?
Come in my crib.
Yo, dumbass.
What? You finished getting your hair braided by that fucking bomb? That fat bomb?
Yo, he was getting tight. He was like, yo, it was some nigga named Now and some nigga named Flacco that kept on making me not talk. That shit was getting tight.
Oh, your braider?
My barber, nigga, you was into timing him out?
What?
Oh no, it wasn't. He was another Flacco.
He's lucky I wasn't in the job. I would have made that nigga retire. That fat ass.
I'm about to go home. Niggas ain't doing shit, right? I'm still streaming.
You got 4 more hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, mute it right quick.
Alright.
Alright, this is what we could do, Sexy Red. We could smoke right now. You know what I'm saying? And then you could stay, or you could like leave, and then you could come back later. Oh, the cat. It's just coming. I'll not pull a girl tonight. You feel me? I'm not here. I want to see you come back. There's more gas. Just in 1 second.
Nigga dropped the F-bomb.
I need a gas. We just
Chat?
turn away. You feel me?
Fuck it. Looks like I'm going home. Flacco is busy. He go in an hour. He could drink up. And I'm not staying outside for an hour. The Zeus is sleeping.
So we lit right now.
What else? That's
Bro,
it.
that gas.
So I'm about to just go home.
My gas, baby. We got them gas, baby. Whatever.
Fuck the hand car wash. I'm lazy. I want to get out the car. Zeus is sleeping and Flacco's coming out like an hour.
You was in the room. Open my legs and my pants.
I'm not doing that. I want to do a hand car wash. Wash my car. Where can you wash the car yourself in the Bronx? No, because I want to clean the interior too, bro. Gym stream, nigga, I don't.
Best. It's so good. I kind of didn't want to start it, but
At some point, because the music that you're making now Like if you're signed to a label, you don't own it. You might be in love with it, and people might sing it, but it's not your music, whether you like it or not.
People do not understand that.
They don't.
You're the singer of the song.
Yeah.
You didn't write it, you didn't produce it, you didn't get it put out, you just sang it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that means.
There's the writer, there's the singer, there's the producer.
So not everybody writes everything they do, but I get that. But
Yeah, a lot of the bigger songs that go like that could have been somebody else's song. They
gave it to you.
Yeah, they handed it to you.
They had a whole
There's
camp
special,
of
yeah.
lyrics.
There's special cases. Like for me, you know, Black and Yellow was my song, but We Them Boys wasn't my song.
What?
Young Wild and Free wasn't my song.
Oh, someone said, "Hey, I have this idea for a song. I think you'd be the best to do it."
They send that shit around to everybody, and they just pick which version that they like the best.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. So like, yo, all three of us got this shit. The man, all
Absolutely.
right, boom. Here's my verse. Like, damn, that shit was the hardest. That's where we're going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then that became like one of your biggest songs of all time.
See you again, yeah.
Off a verse you just sent back.
Yeah. And there's like 20 other dudes trying to get on that song. And
It's like an audition.
yeah. The biggest songs in the world, that's how they work.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because they already have the formula. They already have everything. They
Oh yeah,
want.
it's locked and loaded.
Oh, it just happens to be like, who's blowing up? That's
Yeah.
Oh.
Who gets it? Who's ball? Who's ball?
Here's your layup.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This
That's
leads great to one of my questions. If you could have like intercepted any beat in hip hop history before it made it to the artist as your own, you know what I mean? Like any beat,
Yeah.
what comes to mind?
I'm good. I got See You Again.
Oh,
Biggest song in the fucking
It's
world,
true.
dog.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. I'm good.
There's no better
People wish they had that one. I'm good. I'm straight.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Good. So it's like watching like, yo, Tom Hanks is great in Forrest Gump, but it also could have been like
Right.
Dennis Hopper.
Right.
What the?
Right. 100%.
No way, I didn't know that that's how it works with when you say with just the biggest songs.
Right.
Like it's not like everybody's doing it with every song, like
Right.
their own shit.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that's insane.
What was going on when you wrote that verse? Like what was happening?
Biggest song in the world.
You knew it?
I'm gonna get checks forever.
Fucking residuals on the biggest song on earth. I be levitating all fucking day. I be doing kickboxing. I get it. Like, dude, I'm just gonna get my stats up because I can stop.
It had just happened where Paul Walker passed away during the filming of the movie.
Oh, I didn't realize it was two.
It was during the filming of the movie. He passed away.
Oh, that's right. They used his brother for a shot.
They used
CGI.
and all that stuff. So they were like, "This is the fucking ending scene of the movie, and he's actually gone." And they were like, "This is the song that's gonna do all of that." So I was like, "Shit!" And they're like, "We just need you to write a verse, but this is what it's for." So they
Oh, they
explained.
gave that.
Yeah.
Oh.
They explained, and they were like, "You know, you're gonna wrap the movie up, so we need you to talk." And they're gonna drive off like this, but it's him leaving the gang, but it's also leaving this earth. So they're like, "We need you to wrap it up, like finish everything, like, put the bow on there."
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, do whatever you do, tap into whatever you tap into, try to, you know, keep it in this pocket right here. This is the pocket where we want you to, you know, perform and have fun with it. And I wrote the verse, and like maybe a month or two went by, and they try to, you know, match up other artists and things like that. And they were like, "We really like your verse, and we like this part right here. The how can we not talk about family? So can you write 8 more bars and then use that again as the prelude? We like that as a prelude." I'm like, "Wait, so y'all giving me this whole song?" They're like, "Yeah, we want you to do the whole song. We want you to add another verse to it. We're gonna keep Charlie on the hook, and we're gonna show you what it looks like when at the end of the movie when that song plays."
Oh, dude.
So I'm watching that end part, and I'm rapping the verse, like writing the verses based off of like seeing that, and then boom, we got it done. We shot the video, we released it on the radio, and the rest is history. Yeah.
God damn, that's happening.
Yeah, it went straight up there. And it ended up being a dedication for Paul Walker, but something that helps everybody who was in that same situation, who's lost somebody, who has somebody that they think about or moving on from a situation. They're able to use that song forever to really describe that. And I think it just became bigger than all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is that one of the things, like, when people come up to you, is that like one of the top things that they say for that song?
For sure. I think just seeing people like cry everywhere that I do that shit is like confirmation that's one of those ones.
And we're like the same era. It's like the Vitamin C graduation song. Remember that? That's you're this era of Vitamin C. I think I'm gonna fucking cry, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. I'm super happy to have that one. So being one of the most streamed video songs, one of the most played videos, something that is gonna last forever. You know, every artist, they wish for one of those. So I'm good having that for sure.
Yeah.
And usually, like you said, I'm gonna have this whole song. Usually, it's like a collaboration with other artists on something like that.
Yeah, because it was for a soundtrack, so it was like that wasn't, they weren't planning on.
Yeah.
It was just honoring Paul Walker, which
Yeah.
we did, and it connected. And
The last soundtrack I could think of was like Celine Dion type shit.
Mhm.
Titanic.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like you got a Julio, Dangerous Minds. That was for a soundtrack too, but that was a huge song that hit people like that too, where it was like of that era. And then one of my favorite songs is Crossroads from Both Notes and Harmony.
That was for her album?
No, I'm not saying that.
I mean, for that
For sure. It's about the same vibe.
It's the same vibe where it's not your typical song that's on the radio, but it just impacts people in a huge way. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a better comparison. I don't see things. What you know what I'm talking about? Shit, every graduation growing up. Damn, Crossroads is way better. Fuck.
What's left to accomplish in music? What are you still striving for?
For me, just make. I want to continue to make music that reflects where I'm at in my life, and what I'm interested in, and the experience that I want to bring to people, and that has a lot to do with just how I present myself or how I present my craft. With it, to me, I don't see it as being like everything else that's out, and I don't want to change it to fit or to match anything that's happening.
You've kept your same tone this whole time.
Yeah, I love, and I appreciate everything that happens. I digest what I can, but I'm fully aware of the climate that we're in, and I also know where I exist in that climate. So my goal is to just create and to be authentic while I'm doing it and all of this.
What you've been doing the whole time?
Yeah, that's it. I love music. I love art. I love being spontaneous. I love doing new things. I love being a businessman. I love performing. So these are all things that I can grow and keep maintaining, as well as like building on the legacy that I already have. I could perform these hits forever, and nobody's gonna get tired of me, overseas or at a weed festival or just when the time is right. Like nostalgia kicks in, and people just want that shit sometimes. And I'll be right there, like, you know what I mean? So I'm there for all of that. Yeah.
All right. Fuck yeah, I like that. I like that explanation. I'll just do this more.
Yeah, for real.
For real though, man, like you said, I get love everywhere.
Turn it up on.
Yeah, you sound like you had a great fucking time growing up, and you're doing music, and then now you just, like we said earlier, you can just say the first name, your first, and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't even have to say the last name. Like, yo, there's only one.
Yeah.
Internationally known. Like,
Yes, sir.
share. Madonna. You can say Whitney, and you don't have to say the rest.
What point did that happen, do you think?
I would say like 2012 for me.
Mhm.
I would say around there where I was like, yeah, it's just Wiz. It just don't like, you don't say Snoop Dogg, you say Snoop.
Right.
Most people are like, oh, Snoop. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, who else are you gonna talk about?
Exactly.
Like it's at this point where it's just too big.
Yeah.
Yeah. International, like you said, I just went to overseas for that's my first time traveling, man.
Uh-huh.
I've never traveled. To see the new culture in other places. Like you said, I can go overseas, they're not tired of me. People appreciate shit and music over there still.
Yeah.
I went to a metal concert, there was hella people.
Yeah.
Like people really show up for music and they love it. 'Cause they're not ungrateful. They're like, yo, they're in town, I'm dropping what I'm doing. When are they gonna be here again?
Yeah. They're super grateful. They appreciate it. They love it.
So fucking
They support it. And to them, we're their idea of, you know, America or cool or whatever. For me, is weed, and weed is universal. And just my spirit, you know, it's the same spirit of like Bob Marley or something like that. So you can't really hate on that. That brings people together. And I just been blessed to not have to try. Like, I'm just being me. Like, people fuck with me for genuinely who I am. And I love that. That's such a privilege to just be able to walk this earth and just be 100% me.
Afterward,
Oh man, you know, that's better than all of that shit.
clear conscious.
No matter where you are.
Because the people, they just love me. Like, they don't expect anything crazy from me. They know I can rap. They know I'm gonna do some good music. They know I'm gonna chill. They know I'm gonna smoke a fat ass
You know what you're
joint.
getting. Like,
Yeah. And on top of that, I'm smart and I know how to explain myself well. I have a good point of view, but you get all of that in layers if you want it. But
Yeah.
just on top layer, cool as fuck.
I love the way you put that. You know, you're the only person I think. There's a few people on earth that can say that, but like, that guy's cocky. Like,
Yeah.
no, he was just stating a fact. This is a fact. I love it, dude. No, like you said, it's a privilege to walk around and do. Oh, this is just me. And it's all fun. It's fun. This is how I am at all times.
Doing what I love.
On or off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so
Same
much.
shit.
You don't have to. We talk about it like, could you imagine having to put on a front and then remember what that front is all the time? You
So many
forget who you
rappers
are.
gotta go through that shit.
You're allowed to smile. That's why I say for rappers, you're allowed to smile in pictures. No one's gonna think you're not hard for smiling.
Yeah.
You're allowed to. It's fine,
I don't even know.
bro. I see. This was no. Your laugh and smiles a GIF on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, no,
So like,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. It's all right to be like, yeah, I can laugh at shit. Even the gangbangers in the movies, they're always laughing at shit.
Yeah.
The hardest fool is always the funniest fool.
No, for
Like
real.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the Khalifa Kush?
Khalifa Kush comes straight from Burner.
Does it?
The original strain, this one right here.
Stop. That's the original cut.
Yeah, the original cut comes from Burner.
No
Yeah,
shit.
he brought me this
I did not know that.
2012.
It's long.
We started manufacturing this thing, and now we got different flavors. We got Khalifa Mints, a Baby Turtle, and the new one is Point Breeze. These are all different flavors that aren't necessarily, you know, my.
Yeah, you go to the OG
Yeah, this is what I would do.
all day, every day, right?
But this, you know, for people who smoke differently, and that's what I learned about the game is when you expand, it doesn't necessarily have to be based off of like what you exactly are gonna do, but it's what you know your customers enjoy. So we have a lot of stuff going on for the customers to enjoy. Oh, Violet Sky as well. Point Breeze and Violet Sky. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different flavors in the OG.
I see some concentrate up there.
Yeah, there's some concentrate, there's some sauce.
The pens, too.
Yeah, we got the pins, the Khalifa Kush family. We're growing. We're in a bunch of different states all over, you know, the U.S., but we're also in Thailand and Germany.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So being over there.
Oh, I did see the. It might have been black market or some shit, maybe. I don't know, or they're just trying to get people in. But it did say Khalifa Kush on the window when I was in Germany.
In Germany, yeah.
That's probably investment.
That's probably that was it.
Okay, I was like, yo, for real? Is it real?
Yeah.
That's why. Okay,
If it looked like this.
It was the logo on the window
Okay.
of the spot, but like a weed spot.
Yep.
All right.
That was more likely real.
My bad. I thought maybe shit was fake.
Oh man, we in Germany like a mother.
Damn, dude, that's fucking awesome.
That shit
International
is
weed
crazy.
company.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like you said, like being a businessman, you're very humble about things, but you have an international weed company. It's a fucking cool thing to say out loud.
Yeah.
So, like he said, what's next for music? But after that, now you have this. That's gonna last forever because weed is international. Weed is, like you said, it goes. If you don't speak a language, you're like, you want to hit this?
Absolutely.
Everyone's like, I'm talking what you're saying, but fuck yeah.
All over the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I see something called Mr. Cap.
Mm-hmm. No mushrooms now too.
What what do you mean, like in certain spots, or is it the mushroom that you're allowed to ship?
So in Amsterdam, it's real. Like it's psychedelics. But everywhere else, it's not yet because the laws are changing and loosening up. So the more we get into psychedelics, the more the menu will change. Yeah, but we already started getting our feet planted in that space because we already know how that stuff goes. It's like 5 to 10 years and then it's booming. So we starting now legally. Yeah.
Do you have to do a bunch of sampling for that, or would it? Because that kind of, I mean, I love sampling weed. I do shit, but I don't want to sample a bunch of mushrooms. That's days and days and days of commitment.
Bro, if I sampled a bunch of mushrooms, y'all wouldn't get an album for at least 2-3 years. So I think we sample a couple of them and then we take breaks, but that's about it. We can't be consistent on the sampling of the mushrooms. Not too heavy on that.
Sounds terrible. Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. Not for the sake of the business. We'll get somebody else to do all that.
Yo, could you imagine? What do you do for a living? I test mushrooms for Wiz Khalifa's company all day.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're just touching the ground on the floor? Like, yeah, dog, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Pretty sure there's somebody waiting to do that shit.
There's a community waiting. I promise you, you get free R&D forever.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
You know, working with him for the past few years, he's been like face censorship as a content creator every step of the way.
Yeah.
Literally swimming upstream against the grain because of the weed shit. Even though this is a motivational comedy platform, you know, some of the biggest names in the world come through, like podcasts, everything against the grain constantly because of the weed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you've been up against censorship this whole time with the music, or not so much?
I think the censorship for me is more on the low, like underhanded or behind my back, than it is like to my face. I think the people who do stuff with me, they know exactly what they're getting into, and whether it's for the numbers that I'll bring, or it's because of them actually knowing what my product is and them wanting that effect for them too. A lot of that shit just goes out of the window, but sometimes they do put people who aren't as loud about pot, they'll put them in front of me if it's beneficial to them. But being that I built myself up so much and based off of who I actually am, it kind of makes it hard for people to like, fake it or like, you know, like there's sometimes where they think that they're gonna change me or how I'm gonna promote something or how I do something, but then when they see that exactly how I would do it normally is the only way that it would fucking work anyway, they usually just either, you know, they usually end up like changing their train of thought when it comes to that. But like Instagram, YouTube, those are like really big platforms for me when it comes to like engagement and things like that. So I've run experiments where I've like not, you know, done so much weed stuff. Like, you know what I mean? And I'd be like, I see how much engagement that gets. And then I do some weed shit and I see how much engagement that gets. So I'm like, it's clear what the people want.
Yeah.
So like, I can't even, you know what I mean? I just gotta keep pushing, like, regardless of, you know, what people may think, or we know what's best. We know what works for us. So, you know, it's just part of the game. You gotta pay the cost to be a boss.
Yeah, I wanted to count 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
Like a motherfucker.
Instagram's like, oh, you like weed? No.
There's like no way for you to not have weed doing what you do though.
I don't show weed on Instagram anymore. I just get high on there. I just don't show the actual product. Get tag product. Get nothing.
For real. Nah, they took businesses, like the whole business pages of ours down. Like we
Oh, so you deal with it too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
We're just not getting shit back.
It's not just us,
Oh,
man.
no shit.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, hell yeah.
Man.
I'm not happy that happened. I'm happy to know
Yeah.
that it's not.
We feel so
targeted.
ostracized.
I don't mind. Nah. Yeah, it is what it
Here's
is.
the biggest. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, they really just don't fuck with the weed then.
Yeah.
If they're doing it to you,
Mhm.
like you said, most people are the hotel people. Like, we're just gonna put up everything so
Yeah,
we're accommodating with it.
yeah. Nah, it's. I mean, it is what it is. We know what we're up against, but that doesn't mean stop doing what we're doing.
Nope.
Not at all.
And you got your vlogs dropping now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one you dropped last month.
Yeah, hell yeah. I do different forms. I do like long form and short form. So yeah.
You've had the day-to-day shit going for like 17 years or something.
That's how long it is.
My kid just turned 17 yesterday.
Okay.
And when I went back on the channel earlier today, I was like, damn, these were coming out when she was born.
Yeah. Yeah. We still do it regularly. That's just something I always enjoyed. That's part of the creative process to me. And as a fan, I think everybody, they really want to dive into that. And I've seen so many artists not do that shit and then get to a point where they're like, man, I need to start doing this.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because of what they see. I think they just really want to express themselves like that.
And not just their music.
Yeah, they want people to see that type of shit. They want that their point of view to be, more than just what people see. Or they don't want people to be able to narrate their lives for them. They want to.
Like you said earlier, that's why you do it, and that's why the IRL shit.
Yeah.
That's why you see so many big Kevin Hart's on fucking
Streams and shit.
on streams.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
streaming is the new shit. I mean, like you said, you have to adapt or, keep doing what you're doing, but you can keep doing what you're doing and like play ball a little bit, like you said, they write a pop hit.
For sure.
Write some shit.
You gotta play ball, man. You gotta know how to move out here and still make it work for you. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about it, but it is what it is. Not about streaming, but just how free the internet is to take your personal content and twist it for whatever they want it to be. I still be feeling some type of way about that because I'm so just dedicated to my fans, so I only want that message to be for them. I don't want it to get twisted for other people to
You mean like news outlets and shit? Or like other pages?
yeah, other pages, or just even how they clip farm, or how they put titles for stuff that's like clickbait.
Oh,
It won't even be exactly what you're talking about, but they can just spin it and make it into some headline just to get people to interact. And engage.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
And the engagement, to me, is that's the wrong kind of engagement. It's supposed to be about something completely different. But then that's just me being from a different era where we could control that. We can't even control that now. So we just, we're just creating in that space where you can put stuff to your fans, but it can be twisted and turned however. So you just have to be aware of that as well. You can't really just drop anything that you want. You gotta re-edit that. You gotta edit it 4 times. I'm like, look, my finger is sideways right there. I don't want people thinking that my hand is shaped like that. Cut that scene out, because people will take any little thing, bro, and turn it, and that'll be the headline instead of what your whole video is about. That's annoying as shit. It really will make you okay, now I gotta change.
That now you're thinking about shit that.
And none of us have ever had to think about this before.
But it just
So that sucks to think about.
It just makes you be on your game even more though, because that's what I like it, because I'm a creator. So when it comes to knowing shit, I'm like, okay, now I know what to look for.
Yo, like even billboards, remember? I don't allow any pictures of me with my mouth wide open.
Yeah, hell no.
None. I go, hey, any pictures of my mouth is wide open.
Yeah.
Don't
That was your one note.
That was my one note when we started
working
working.
together.
No, because motherfuckers will draw a dick anywhere, and I have to laugh at it because it's funny.
Wait.
I'm like, but it's also my billboard. Fuck.
Yeah, but you don't want to have to learn from getting ditched.
Yes,
You
dude.
just want to already know that it'll
I
happen.
already know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, nope. Nah. Says, yeah, that's funny. One note I gave when we first started was like, open up pictures
Yeah.
ever.
It's about being on top of your game, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
That's some silly ass
Get them
shit.
before they get you.
Exactly. It's preemptive. All right. All right. My last question.
We look at the structure.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
You got a crush to it?
Yeah.
What am I doing? I forgot
That's
about that.
dope.
Here.
They say.
This is sick. Let's just light this bitch up. It's not a huge one,
I
but
don't even think
That's what she
people
said.
have seen one of those in real life.
bro, it's a you can pre-pack.
Stuff
It's a
that
comb.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Damn.
It's fucking sick,
You
dude.
did that.
Yeah, if not, it would take forever. All right, my question is, well, it's a two-part. But who got you into smoking weed besides? I don't think was it a cousin. I always say it's someone's cousin. That's always who it is. Every person who did this.
It was
did
my cousin.
See?
Nah, that was the first person I smoked with. It was my cousin.
I told you, dude.
Definitely my cousin.
It's always a cousin.
For sure, but
It's always you.
I
or the cousin.
didn't get into smoking weed like all the time until I started hanging out in the studio. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was around some fools. They were way older than me. They was doing some shit that I was not into, but you know they were good at it, and they used that money to rap. So they weren't really artists all like that. Well, a couple of them were, but they mainly just had money, and they were like, you know, building their artistry.
Yeah.
And they smoked hella weed, bro. Like just ounces, just big ass bags.
So you didn't even have the Nickelback era? You went right into like people having hella weed.
Zips, yeah.
Damn. We've had the fucking life on easy mode. It's incredible. I just smoke joints, man.
But dog, these dudes
Fuck.
big ass bags of weed, like, and they're just
Fire?
tossing them to each other. This was when Purple Haze was in, so
Oh, big bud.
yeah, big ass buzz, and it smelled totally different than anything else too. So it's like they're just throwing ounces of weed to each other and just rolling up back to back to back to back, smoking one, rolling one, smoking one, rolling. And I'm in there like, damn, my motherfucking throat is hurting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even smoke at the time, but I'd be writing my rhymes and shit. And then one day, one of them came up to me and was like, bro, I know you don't smoke and your music is really good, but as soon as you start smoking, you're gonna get so much better.
But you had
told me
smoked
that.
before, though.
I had smoked before, but I didn't smoke a rap.
Constantly, yeah.
And he told me that, and he was like, man, you're gonna go crazy. He's like, I can already hear you, like, you're good without smoking. He's like, but as soon as you start smoking this, you're gonna go crazy, like, and that's literally what happened,
What a
like,
salesman.
yeah.
I promise, superstar.
He was like, dog, this is
It
the last thing you're missing right here. When you smoke this, you really gonna become Wiz Khalifa. And I heard music totally fucking different when I smoked weed, dog.
That's what he says.
I swear to God, like, even before I smoked weed, I always seen music as colors. So I would see colors when.
That's a condition.
Yeah.
Wait, that's what he said when he was tripping.
Nah, for real. It's I don't know what it is.
What? That sounds.
There's a name for it. That's a thing.
Yeah, I think Prince had the same thing too, but
What is it? Synesthesia?
synesthesia. Yeah, it's like the moods I can feel and see each mood like from music. And when I smoke, and I'm not musically trained at all, but when I smoked, my ear became crazy. I started hearing chords and progressions and different instruments and just totally different shit. I was like, what the
This
fuck?
was here the whole time?
The whole time, like, this is what music is.
Yeah.
I was like, it's everything. It's like a whole pot full of stuff, and I could just hear every ingredient when I started smoking, and that's what really opened me up. And I would just listen to music nonstop, and just the feeling of hearing a song progress and learning a song and learning at the beginning, the intro, the middle, And I started breaking down bars. I started learning all of that shit just from being high and listening to music, yo.
That's your nerding out. That's what
Yeah,
and nerding on chords.
I love that shit, yo.
Shit.
I listen to songs over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how I fell in love with weed.
I do that shit too, like the Kid Off Hardball.
Mm-hmm.
Or was listening
Like the Kid on Marvel.
I'm telling you, bro, like music is crazy, and
Kind of like something tangible.
yeah, it's real, and older music is so much better because everybody was a professional.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, yeah, everybody, all of them were professional musicians. They were making their best music that they could at that time, and music got more, digital and stuff like that. And it's still good. I love it where it's at, and I love the progression of it. But when you have everybody who's musically trained, on time, knows, what they're doing, they created something that'll never, like if an alien came to the earth and you just dropped a record on Isley Brothers, like they gonna feel that shit.
No matter where they're from.
Exactly, like it don't matter, yo. Like you don't have to explain nothing, bro. Like, so that's my connection with pot and music for sure.
I love that you
They go
used the
together.
alien thing.
Yeah.
I've used that many times. If the aliens came, is that our best shit?
They have to understand it.
You have to know. So,
Yeah.
all right, boom, aliens come down. They
Yeah.
see you, they're like, hey, what's up, fool?
Yep.
To save the planet, we gotta love these 3 movies. And what's your favorite 3 movies that they're shooting? They're like, Welcome to Earth, but they got you. You're the alien to the Will Smith, and they got you.
Yeah.
What are your favorite 3 movies?
I'm gonna show them Grandma's Boy.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
So we already locked in. And I'm gonna show them. So we laughing, we good. I'm gonna show them Scarface. Show them how to get money. And then
Shakespeare play.
And then what's the last movie that I would show them? Fuck. Pressure's on. Aliens are they're pulling the guns out.
Now Mars attacks them. Guns are now up. You just hear it now, like,
They
damn, it's
up
double.
Blicky on me.
Gotcha.
Man. I don't know what the last movie. Alien straps.
Damn, Marty.
I don't know what the third movie would be. I'm drawing a blank.
What's
on
your
the third
favorite?
one. Well, my favorite is Grandma's Boy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's
So-
my favorite movie.
Right, you watched it many times then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that used to be my fall asleep movie for like a
Yeah.
couple years. Did you notice when he puts all the food into the oven, there's a fucking banana in a peeling?
Yeah.
You have to watch that a lot to go like, there's a
Yeah.
fucking banana in the oven.
Yeah, he put a banana in there. He put spaghetti, all types of shit in there.
Oh, what she? I got some spaghetti and chocolate milk and
Yeah.
fucking macaroni or whatever.
Yeah.
All that shit. Dude, I love that movie so damn much.
Yeah, Grandma's Boy is a good one. Oh, Pineapple Express.
There.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
Boom. I looked at the car joint. I'm like, it's gotta be.
Popularized the shit out of the garage joint, actually.
Yeah.
As soon as I watched that scene, like, we're doing that?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what I did.
Yep.
What about 3 albums of the same way?
3
Or
albums.
most listened to maybe in life?
I would do Cushion Orange Juice. I would do.
Dude, all the aliens just fucking chill in their bed.
Holy shit. I would do H&IC from Prodigy. Yeah, yep. And I would do
Yeah, remember that shit, Child of Alchemist? Keep it thorough.
yeah, yep, that was my shit, bro. I used to ride the bus just listening to that shit nonstop. I got hella memories to
Rest in peace,
H&IC. And damn, I'm trying to think of like everybody's favorite album. Oh, DMX's first album.
Oh, you're Marty best fucking owners now.
Yeah.
You said everything Marty fucking loves.
DMX's first album, yeah, I'm playing that for them for sure.
Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, X is cool as fuck, bro. That was the homie, man. He was super cool. He smoked a lot of weed. I remember I was at the BET Awards with him, and I gave him one joint, and then every time he see me, he'd be like, "Yo, my man," and I just had to keep giving him weed the whole
forever.
Yeah, he just kept
You
running.
opened the door.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, yo. And every time he see me, he's like getting more weed and shit. Yeah.
You know, that's a guy that I don't mind giving a joint to.
Every time, bro.
It's
Ask
okay.
me, bro. Ask me, I got you, dog.
Every single time.
Yeah, I got
You were in the Rough Rider shirt in your video, right?
Yeah. I love DMX. Swiss Beats, that's my partner too, man.
Come on.
Them is the homies.
He's like most talented producer from my house.
He's a genius, man. He really is. He's a good dude. He's smart. He's a businessman. He's one of those dudes who is cool to look up to Swiss Beats.
He went to Harvard like on his own time.
Yeah, that's cool.
On his own time.
It's-
That's when you know you fucking made
Yeah,
it.
it's cool to look up to him.
I'm married to Alicia Keys. He brought DMX into hip hop. Like, what the fuck?
He's friends with all his kids. He still makes beats. He's a good
Come on.
DJ. Him and Timbaland started verses out of nowhere. Just
Yeah, I forgot that.
live. Yeah.
God damn.
You started push-ups during the fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
You had everybody on their phone waiting for you to go live. Like,
Yeah.
I could do it too.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, yes, I watched them. We're all in cold. I watched every time. We're like, I mean, I am in the house. Like, I'm gonna watch people get hot.
I'm just sitting there smoking with everybody.
Yo, that was a terrible time in the world. Fun time to get high on the internet with your friends.
Crazy.
I did sessions with my friends I couldn't see for forever.
I'm so glad
It's
that
actually-
shit is over, dog.
Oh,
I never want to go back.
it's like a
to
night.
that.
It's like a bad dream. Like, damn,
That really happened, you know.
I forgot the world shut.
Yeah, they did that to us, man.
We had a real time out, and the fucking outside was lava,
We
and you weren't about to go nowhere.
It's right as we were starting the show.
Yeah, exactly. At the month and a half before.
I like to get dressed and go out, and that shit put it into all that.
Get dressed and just fucking mob around the house.
Bro, I was just wearing Nike shorts and
Oh!
cut off tees.
I'll be on a Segway dressed up to the T around the house. That'd be sick. I was in an apartment though back then. That shit was tight though.
Have you been a weed snob the whole time? Like you've been real snobby about the strains in particular and shit?
Yeah.
Since you were a kid too?
Yeah, very snobby.
Boy said they're throwing around ounces of purple haze and shit.
Yeah,
Back when that shit
But
was
he's from
streets.
Pittsburgh. That like in my mind, I'm from Buffalo, so it's like there's not just hell. I mean, at least for me, hella different options floating around and shit.
We was getting good weed.
Right?
Yeah, we were getting good weed. It wasn't the best of the best. I didn't find that until I came out to California. That's when I started smoking really bomb weed. But we were getting good weed, and we just valued smoking. So it was like, the more we started to learn about that shit, it was like, man, I ain't smoking that because I already know I'm gonna do better in life. Like, I'm not gonna play myself.
As a principle, you smoke fire.
Yeah.
I never heard nobody put it like that before.
Yeah.
Put it better in my life.
We got better shit to do.
That's why I said the other day, no more Ubers that aren't Uber Black.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's half the price. Fuck, I got a tweaker Uber driver the other day, and that's when I said, no, I got to step it up in
You
life.
gotta start living like the person you wanna be, man.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, next time you see him, like, oh, you got buff. Like, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck, now I gotta get up early. Shit.
The hotels are gonna be giving you packs and shit.
Exactly.
You sign in.
Hey, don't worry about it.
You good, bro. We know
Here's the
what's up.
air, here's the air thing.
And we wanna buy some t-shirts.
Ooh, that'd be hard. Collab with fucking hotels. Oh, you guys will never see me again.
Yeah.
I'll be a billionaire.
Yeah.
The double push tree.
Like the double cheap. You are a wordsmith. That was a
Fuck
fun
with it.
one. I love that.
Fuck with it.
All right, so as we all do, we go off on tangents and we all get high and forget what the fuck we're gonna say. And like 45 minutes ago, I had a question, and I just remembered it.
Okay.
You're an action star. It's 4 years from now. Who is your Mel Gibson to Lethal Weapon? Like, you're an action star. You're fucking high kicking fools. Who's your fucking like your co-star? Who and what is your movie?
Damn, dog.
Oh, but action, not Pineapple Express. You know what? Pineapple Express is an action movie,
Mm-hmm.
but there just happens to be funny stuff in it.
It's gotta be somebody who's like equally buff.
Yeah, but like think about it. Ooh.
They gotta, if that Timothy kid got buff.
Timothy who?
Shem-
Oh,
yeah,
Timothy Chalamet.
yeah,
Chalamet.
yeah.
We know what we're all talking about.
Get him buff, and then we be Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Could you imagine? Yo, I see it now though. Could you imagine 5 years that fool's all ripped and shit?
Yeah, it would be stylish. You know, the promo run would have some really good fits, and yeah, that'd be cool. I want to do like a Marvel movie or something like that. I want to be a superhero.
What's your power?
Damn, bro.
That's hard. You've been asked that since you were a child. What's your superpower? Shit, flying.
I do whatever the fuck I want.
I do whatever I want.
Exactly.
So you're Superman. Because no one's telling Superman a fucking
I
thing.
do exactly what the fuck I want.
Yo, he just has Superman powers. He only uses them to like, go to the store real quick. Come back.
Just normal shit.
Yeah, normal that shit. I don't need it.
I just use my
I'm just
powers.
chilling. I'm super cool.
Use my powers to raise my kids.
Rock him to sleep.
There you go.
In midair.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd be doing a bunch of. No, man, I'd sleep. I got this hotel sucks. Just floating above your bed. That'd be sick. Alright, can you help me like this? Damn it. Like Pineapple Express. I can't even fucking like this thing on myself.
Can you tell us about your 2 tours you're embarking on?
Yeah, so we're going on the Good Vibes Only tour. The first leg is with the Baby and Sean Paul.
Oh, nice.
And the second leg we're doing
Sick.
Smokers Edition, where we got Currency, Earl Sweatshirt, Ab Soul, and Dom Kennedy.
Oh, a bunch of lyricists.
Yeah. That was like that was a big passion project of mine that I'm glad that we made come alive because, like I said, people are really fucking with the nostalgia of the whole 2009 and the whole blog era and things like that. So to be able to use my platform and have Black Nation, you know what I mean, behind us, make this a big experience and not just like a little stoner fest.
Yeah.
I think it's just a good opportunity for all of us and a great opportunity for the fans to see the music that they enjoy performed on that scale.
It's a huge W for the like whole entire Reed community when they do shit like that.
Yeah, I love it because it elevates it and it lets people know how musical we are, how essential we are to, you know, keeping these crowds and filling up these